right. Welcome to the People's Voice Matters. I'm your host for this evening, Tawanda Blake. We have here Coco and Boogie, and we're learning about their new talk show that they have on 103.3. So could you introduce yourself to us?
I'm Coco. Well, my name is Courtney Tyson, aka Coco, of the Coco and Boogie Show.
Oh, I'm Boogie. I'm Boogie. Real name is DJ Boogie. I'm the humor.
You're the humor.
She's the serious one.
Well, let's talk to the humor.
Okay.
What did you do before you conceived the show? What did it entail before now?
Well, currently I own a graphics company called Direct Graphics, number one in Charlotte. I've been DJing here in Charlotte for roughly 10 years. I've pretty much done every club. You name the club, white, black, Mexican, Spanish, name it, I've done it. And she called me up one day and she said, "Want to do a radio show?" Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of how it all happened.
And your background, what do you have in media?
I am a choreographer,
Oh.
and I've done a couple of television shows. I recently did
She can't
BET's.
dance.
Hater. BET's Born to Dance, and I did what's that show? Come on, BET all the time. 106 in Park. I did 106 in Park last spring.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
She
But
ain't-
I've
she ain't
always,
no- she ain't no-
I'm gonna hurt you. But I've always had some kind of involvement in the entertainment industry here in Charlotte. So what I wanted to do was I also work in the human service field here in Charlotte also. Studying to be a substance abuse counselor and a human service worker. And from working in the field, I just noticed that there's a lot of people that don't know what's going on out in the community as far as people suffering from addictions. There's a lot of people out there that has basic needs that's not being met, food, clothing, shelter, and that don't understand that there are resources out there. So what I envisioned of doing was bringing that, letting people know about the resources that are available. Like you can be a working adult, still not have your basic needs met, and there's resources out there that you can go to. And so I was like, well, let me bring it to Charlotte. And I wanted to bring it with humor. I wanted to bring it.
That's where I go.
I wanted to bring it, and I wanted to bring it to the hip hop community because the
1, 2,
hip
1,
hop
2.
community we are one of the largest consumers of human service resources. And a lot of times when you see, when you listen to shows where people are talking about what's going on in the community, it's kind of flatline. You get bored and you change the channel.
Right.
And in my case, I'm like, okay, I want you to laugh and I want you to be informed at the same time. So when me and Boogie get together, we have a good time, and a lot of people enjoy us. So I was just like, let's bring it to radio.
Okay, now how would you incorporate that with your show? I mean, because yours is the professional element. I mean, and getting the message out there. How would you
Yes.
incorporate that?
Well, we'll be bringing in special guests. I plan on bringing people from the Department of Social Services, people that have going through recovery and addiction, people that have been homeless on the street, just coming in and telling their story and just informing our listeners. And at the same time, while bringing humor to it, you're going to hear things like, your zodiac sign. That's like if you're an Aries,
You need to go down there today.
you need to go to the food.
Right now.
Tuesday is your day to go
your day.
apply for food stamps.
Right.
That is your day. Like you're gonna get, you're gonna get things like that, kind of real and to the point.
Right.
So.
And then give us a little detail about what else is going on with the show. The show will be aired.
Yeah, it'll be aired on WGIV.
Okay.
We're looking at Tuesdays from 7 to 8, but it's not all the way locked in. We're still,
Contract negotiations.
yes,
Money got to be right, player. You know what I'm saying?
trying to gain some sponsorships
Okay.
with that. But as far we met with DJ Murphy, the program director of WGIV. He's excited about it. So we're still working through some little kinks, but it's gonna be on.
It's gonna be on and
gonna
popping.
be on and
Hot butter popcorn, warm butter on toast,
So
and white on rice.
will you be doing community events?
Definitely. A big part of it, like I said, is bringing in other organizations to let them know what's going on in the community. We have a partnership with Central Piedmont Community College Human Service Club, and they're going to play a big part with letting us know about the resources. So a lot of the events that we'll be doing, charity events, fundraising, is going to be in conjunction with Central Piedmont.
Okay. Now we have your government information.
Mhm.
Tell us who you guys really are. Like, we want to know who Coco and Boogie is behind the scenes.
She go first.
Oh, really? I'm just kind of like the woman of all trades. If I see something that I have an interest in, I'm gonna jump into it 100%. So you may see me bartending at one club, and then you may see me counseling the person that I was serving drinks to, and then you'll see me. I'm all over the place. I'm always connected with some aspect of Charlotte. So
Neurotic.
yes, you can say that.
What you trying to say?
Case.
Yes.
Case dismissed.
So give us
Stop
a
laughing.
little
Stop laughing.
detail.
Stop laughing.
I won't. No.
Exactly.
So give us a little detail about you behind the scenes.
Just a fun-loving guy. I like to keep people laughing, smiling. Can't be down. Hey, everybody else is down. Why be down with everybody else? Be up. Or if you can't be up, get somebody else to get up. And that could have went so many other ways. But overall, we have to celebrate life, man. We really do. End of story.
And your monarch, why Coco and Boogie? Why did you choose those names for the show?
I just always, Coco wasn't even my nickname.
She look like mocha. She
Vanilla.
like Bailey's cream.
I don't even get called Coco in my house. Would you stop?
Sorry. Hey, I'm the comedian. What can I say? Doing my job.
But basically, every time I be out somewhere, I would hear Coco, Coco, and I would just, eventually start answering to it. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just, since everybody else is calling me Coco, then Coco it is.
And Boogie.
Oh, where I get that from? Well, I like to dance. As big as I am. Hey.
You like that?
He is a good dancer.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll
Like,
be DJing.
For his size, he moves.
What you trying to say for my size? Really? With the asthma pump and everything, really?
Yes, like
Really?
me and that's what got
She
me
lying,
tight
people,
with
she lying, she
Boogie
lying.
because he quick on his feet, and I think it was like
Stop it! I'm getting bashful. Stop it.
I was bartending at a club that he was DJing at, and it was just like one day he got on the floor and broke it down, and I was just like, oh, okay, I'm stuck. But yeah, Boogie can dance.
You can.
Okay.
Now-
I don't do compliments too. But go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
So then you're going to be on the air. What's your longevity? What's your projections that you see yourself at in the next couple of years, even 6 months down the line to come?
Can I answer this?
It's
I
a
know
good
you-
question. No.
I know your name is first, but I would like to answer this. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Well, what I see with the vision with Coco and the Boogie Show is within 6 months we'll be pretty much a household name.
A household name.
Our goal is really to be at pretty much every community event possible. Because like both of us, we like to give.
Right.
And yeah. Cameraman, I'm sorry. Cameraman over here. Thank you. Thank you for what? Anyway, but like I was saying, we like to give. So for those that are like in need and things of that nature, we plan on being there as much as we can possibly be for them. So in 6 months, yes, we're going to be a household name. In a year, hopefully, I say 3 stations maybe, syndication. to that nature.
This is Boogie's vision.
This is my
But
vision.
you have to aim high. I mean,
That's what's up.
Right. Yeah, because we're working currently. We're working on the CocoandBoogie.com. Currently do have a Facebook, but we're still in the works on that because we want to make sure that everything's in place before we launch. And then we got a Twitter. She's always on Twitter and Facebook.
Twitter.
She's a tweet book. I call her. That's the nickname.
I'm a face tweet book.
Now, do you think with your you say syndicated, but is it a competitive market? You're at 103 as
No.
to 98, 102.
Well, no.
No, and I want to say this. I want to talk about this
Oh Lord.
because, well, first of all, we're not in it for the money.
Right.
Like he said
That's true.
before, we're in it to help. And my vision of this was to let people understand what human services is. You hear a lot of people say humanity, community, but human service, and then when you hear the term human service, a lot of people think, oh, human resources.
Right.
No, this is not how to find a job.
Right.
Human service is basically the purpose of that is to let people make sure people have their basic needs. And you don't hear the term human services on radio.
Right.
Right.
And you definitely don't hear the term human services group with hip hop.
Right.
So there's no one across the country that's saying human services in hip hop. So we're the first to do that, and there's
Right.
no competition. in that.
Right. So then you see yourself going further than what you thought.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I mean, my vision of this is when you want to know something about how to get something, then, well, let me tune in to the Coco and Boogie show. Or let somebody be a referral and be like, oh, you need to, well, you know what, you might want to tune into that show. I mean, and my vision of this, I want to be a resource for everything.
Right.
If you want to know how to get, whether it just get services, whether it's about how to get into an industry, whether it's about how to get a certain type of education, eventually I would like us to be the hub to
Right.
get all of that type of information.
So our
But
nickname
when
gonna
you-
be how to?
I said no.
Oh, okay.
But God, you made me lose track. But anyway, I want us to be that information source.
Okay. So then you want that to be the vehicle.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
yes.
what brief summary can you give us about what mental health is? I mean, like you have so many different cases. What would you definitely target? What would be the main thing that you target as far as mental health goes?
Just letting people understand that, okay, this is a very complex subject because a lot of people don't understand that mental health and substance abuse are tied in together. Some people are substance abusers to medicate their mental health and don't understand that they have something going on with them. And substance abuse can lead to you having a mental health problem. So they are intertwined with each other.
Right.
And, it's not that crazy person that's in a crazy jacket that is, coined, that can be coined under the mental health umbrella. It's a lot of us out there that can have some sort of diagnosis with us. And especially in the Black community, that is something that has been shunned and swept under the rug and put in the dark for the longest. So with this, I hope to bring that to light about the mental health aspect of things as well as substance abuse. So.
Now then I have another question.
Okay.
I'm like full of questions.
That's fine.
Now, as far as the mental health and substance abuse, in a percentage compared to adults to youths, how often do you see that?
Well, the thing about it's unfortunate that it takes a number of years before a youth can be determined to have a mental health issue. And it isn't until it's matured, until an adult that is diagnosed. So you could have somebody that's suffering from schizophrenia, and have had symptoms as a child, but it can't really officially be diagnosed until they've matured into an adult.
Wow.
So I'm not really sure as far as numbers are concerned. I mean, that's something that's really hard to put a number on. I don't have any clinical studies anything like that.
So you're hip hop. You
Right.
love the hip hop.
Pretty much.
So, and then with the hip hop, I mean, because again, like you said, you don't hear that.
No.
So what element? How do you incorporate that? You're going to play music throughout your segments, or is it going to be artsy? I mean, give us a brief summary of how you're going to do that, pull that off.
We are old school hip hop.
Okay.
We are the feel good music. 80s, 90s. You're going to listen to our show and hear some stuff that's going to make you get out your car and want to start breakdancing or do the kid and play. I mean, that's my intentions. And Boogie is, to me, is one of the hottest DJs in Charlotte. When you listen to him spin, you're going to hear some stuff to make you be like, you know what? Every time he spins, I have to
Stop it.
Every time he
Stop.
spins, and if I'm working or I'm at the club, I'm usually the first one on the dance floor. So he's very talented.
Right.
So that right there is going to draw you in. When you cut on our show, we've made it a point that one of the first songs that he's put on is going to be like a headbanger of something that's reminded you something from the past.
Planet Rock.
So when we Planet Rock, yeah. But soon as you hear that, we're going to grab you in, and you know, just that feel good and that vibe is going to make you want to hear what else we got to tell
We're
you.
going to hold you like your mama held you when you were a baby. Lord Jesus.
That's right.
So okay, well, so you don't want to play new age hip hop, and why is that?
Because
Can I answer that?
go
It
ahead.
don't feel the same. End the story. It just doesn't
Feel the same.
It just does not feel the same. I mean, you know, old school hip hop, you wanted to dance. You wanted to move your soul. You wanted to move your body. You know, you wanted to, you know, do all that stuff. But, you know, the new stuff is just standing there. And then, you know, looking at the scenery. It wasn't like that when we was younger.
Right.
Right.
You know, the only people that stood on the side and looked at the scenery was the drug dealers. 'Cause they didn't want to get shot.
So do you think that that's going to bring people in because you're bringing back the old school versus the new school? You're not going to be playing repeat after repeat
Right.
on your show. So, and then again, back to in comparison, I know you don't like that word because there's no comparison, but, you know, with the other radio stations, like 105, how are you going to compete with that?
Oh, well, first of all, like we said before, ain't no competition. What's going to happen, like what typically happens when a new station comes into effect and everyone starts listening, everyone else is going to start bowing down.